Good morning and welcome back to another video, and today is another day of the 0 to Gold Cap Challenge. Now just stick around and enjoy the video. Okay, so we're going to be following on with the Unholy Infusion today for our multiple part series of how to get the Shadowmourne quest items, in which we can sell those for pretty much gold. And that being the case, let's get into where we left off. Now, where we left off, I'm going on my Death Knight at this moment in time, because obviously we're doing it on a Warrior and a Death Knight, so I thought I'd switch it up so we can see that both characters are getting it done equally at the exact same time. What we're going to be doing is we're going to be giving in the Sacred and the Corrupt. That is the one that we did in the previous video. If you haven't watched that, go back to it, because that's from where you start off and how to get the rep and all that jazz before you move forward to this quest. So we're going to be doing the Unholy Infusion today. So we're going to give in Light's Vengeance with our Primordial Saronite and our Rotface and Festiguts Acidic Blood. So we'll give those in, and what will happen now is a little bit of dialogue where he will forge our Shadowmourne, so to speak. Now, I've already done this on my Warrior, and so it's an easier transition into the other different bits. We will get 350 rep with the Ashen Verdict if you care about the rep. You don't really need to care about it after you've gotten to friendly, so that's pretty alright. And now we will see the Shadowmourne Blade of Shadow's Edge being forged. And once it has actually shown up, lovely little animation, now we can actually get a hold of this weapon. Now, the thing that you have to know with this actual weapon is when you actually collect it for Shadow's Edge, to have Shadow's Edge attached to you for the entirety of doing the Shadowmourne questline, there's like no two ways about it. You have to have it equipped. So it's a very low level item, and it is Shadow's Edge. It's an item level of 100, so it will take some time. This weapon actually does have some sockets, so you could obviously buff it up a little bit to help you, but in all fairness, you're high enough level, you don't really need to worry. The next quest that will come up after this is the Feast of Souls, a Feast of Souls. And that asks you to collect 50 souls fed into Shadow's Edge before we can move on to the Unholy Infusion. What we'll do is we'll go and kill a load of mobs. Now, I tended to go for all of the mobs within the Icecrown Citadel. What I'll do is we'll go over to the starting areas for the Blood Quarter, all those tips of jazz. So we'll go to the upper spire. Okay, so what we're going to be doing is we're going to be gathering up 50 souls to feed Shadow's Edge. So what I do is just we'll kill all of these guys over here and just make sure that they die. Basically, we just need to kill 50 any random mobs. It's not the part just yet for the other stuff. Now, these things that they summon, they don't count either when you're actually killing these. So it's not really that bad. It's not really that worth your time in order to kill all these things. Just let the other dudes kill them, and just make sure that you kill all of these guys running up to it. What we're doing right now is I've gained Callan and Skits, and basically he is decided to just tag the boss, and pretty much what's actually going to be happening is we're going to wait until he produces the ooze on the floor and we do not kill him. The idea is that they have to keep the aggro and I have to not have the aggro because I've got to be an abomination. Now, the thing is, I need for the ooze to just be placed on the ground, so the green sludge, so to speak, and just let that all go in on the ground. So those pools being cast right here. So what we got to do now is, as he has got the aggro on Putris, this is a 2-man job or a 3-man, depending of which. And what is going to happen now is I'm going to now turn into an abomination in 4 seconds. And I'm going to eat all of the ooze that is on the ground. So my job is to eat as much ooze as possible until the Shadow Infusion is up, when it is at 100%. This is a lot easier with someone else helping you, and this is far more easier if someone else has the aggro. Press 4 for Shadow Infusion, and then we should be able to do that. So now all we've got to do now is just kill the boss. All I've got to do now is just kill Dr. Putricide and make sure that he dies. And we now have the Shadow Infusion. That is pretty much how we do the Shadow Infusion for the video. Thank you very much, Callan, and thank you very much, Skits, for giving us a hand. Okay, so that was a little bit fast-paced, and let's just cover down what we've actually done. Dr. Preacher side, all you have to do is have one person aggro the boss and make sure that the boss is attacking them. Make sure they're not attacking you and only the other person, and the other person has to stop attacking the boss, otherwise the boss can't die until you have the infusion, otherwise you lose your lockout. Now, aside from all of that, the only thing that I would recommend is make sure that you run over to the table, press the table to turn into an abomination, anything or the other, it just works. And then once that is done, all you have to do after that is eat ooze, and that is by spamming the 1 button to eat all of the green ooze which is on the ground, which Dr. Preacher's Eye chucks all over the area. Once that is reached 100%, then just press 4 for Shadow Infusion, and then you are ready to kill the boss. Anyone can kill the boss after you have the infusion, and you will still get credit for this. Once you have done that, all you have to do is go over to High Lord Darian Mograine to hand in the quest and pick up the blood infusion, which we are now on. Now, that being the case, I've just quickly tried the blood infusion and I've been locked, so that means I have to try again on Wednesday once it resets. One little funny note is that the bite wasn't actually working properly, so just a little side note and a heads up that it won't be, the blood infusion video will not be coming out tomorrow. It will be a standard gold farming video. Now, aside from all of that, guys, that is pretty much all I have to say for the day. So let's get into the gold for the day. So, of course, it's actually been a bit of a weird day for doing a guide like this for a chain quest. It's been a bit everywhere and all that jazz. So this is just my rundown of it. Making a guide for this is really weird. I'm used to doing it like on my own and all that jazz. So we're doing it with people. To make a walkthrough guide is a bit tricky, but hopefully we can then get that all together. Being the case, let's see what the gold for the day is, and what we have is 54,234 gold. The things that are of note are the Vial of the Sands, and that is about it. The rest of the stuff is other stuff that we just picked up and we've just sold on the auction house for not really that much, like Grilled Nasher for 737 gold and all that jazz. So 54,000 gold, and we still have a Vial of the Sands on the auction house, so let's pull all of that in. And the amount of gold that we actually have on hand at this moment in time is 534,877 gold. Other than that, I was looking forward towards doing the blood infusion for tomorrow's video. Obviously, that's going to have to wait till Wednesday. But other than that, guys, thank you everyone that actually helped with the infusions. I will need a little bit more assistance with the lockout, if you don't mind. If you're on EU, PM me on Discord if you are willing to help with the unholy or blood infusions for my other characters. Now, aside from all of that, today has been a brilliant day. Everyone's been super helpful, and obviously I know this video has been done over 2 days. Hence the t-shirt change. But aside from all of that, it's been quite fun, and I look forward to trying to change a few things when it comes to doing a walkthrough video like this again. But other than that, guys, that is pretty much all I have to say for the day. I hope that you guys have an awesome rest of the day, and I shall see you in the next video, which will be tomorrow. Have an awesome day, guys, and I shall see you soon. Yeah.